Welcome back, Bravehearts. In a world that's always on the go, self care isn't just a luxury, it's the foundation of a thriving life. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often forget the most important person in the world, ourselves. I want you to imagine yourself waking up every day feeling energized, balanced, and truly alive. What if I told you that the vital part of living our best fulfilling lives lies within the simple acts of self care? Self care is not just self indulgence, it's self preservation. And there's many misconceptions and labels of selfishness which couldn't be further from the truth. Because taking time to care for yourself doesn't mean me first, it means me too. Actually, self care is the number one solution to helping someone else because if you're good to yourself, your body, and your psyche, that serves other people because you will become strong enough to lift someone else up. I'll use an example. Imagine flying on a commercial airplane. Sitting on your left is a frail older person, sitting to your right is a young child. The cabin loses pressure, and the oxygen masks deploy. Who would you put the mask on first? The frail older person or the young child? Both answers are wrong. You would put the mask on yourself first, because as you're told during the safety briefing, you are supposed to put your mask on first. If you don't, you'll lose consciousness, and in a matter of seconds, without securing your own mask, if you try to help either one, you'll pass out. And not only will have you have failed yourself, but you have failed the two other people that you could have helped. And now you become a person who needs help. Yet if you just take a couple seconds to secure your own mask, then you'll help the senior and the child, and all three of you will be fine. This example speaks to the issue of why it's important to take care of ourselves and not feel guilty of putting ourselves first once upon a time. Unless your own emotional oxygen is flowing and satisfying your emotional needs, you'll feel suffocated and not be able to help the important people in your life as well as you could have otherwise. Self-care means to go home to yourself, to nourish yourself in mind, body, and spirit, and identifying and prioritizing your essential needs. Then you'll know how to take care of the things that are happening inside you, and only then will you know how to take care of the things that are happening outside around you. If you have to carve out and make time to care for yourself and rekindle and fuel your own fire, or you will be put out very quick and burn out very fast. You can't build joy on a feeling of self-loathing, so either you take a step back, build yourself up, and make yourself strong and whole, or make yourself miserable. The amount of work needed is the same. Talk to yourself like you would to someone you love. It's more than just pampering yourself. It's about taking actions to preserve and improve your overall well-being and health. Self-care is also a vital component to your future because no one can control their destiny if they don't give to themselves as much as they give of themselves. Rest and self-care are important in that when you take time to rejuvenate and replenish your spirit, it allows you to serve others from the overflow of energy and your renewed self. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. For example, the consequences of not practicing self-care can be compared to that of continuously using a broken phone. Whether the screen is cracked or slow due to being overlooked or overloaded with too much storage, data, memory, or apps, yes, it works, but it doesn't work as well as it could have if it were in good condition. It glitches sometimes, and unless it's treated with care, like fixing the screen or freeing up space in the storage, eventually it will stop working. Similarly, practicing self-care by forming and maintaining healthy habits reduces our stress. A decrease in stress helps us strengthen our relationships and gain mental and physical energy, improve our performance in all aspects of our lives, and prevent us from malfunctioning. Almost everything will work again if you care for it, let it charge, and unplug it for use for a little while, including yourself. You have two hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. But you can't help anyone, including yourself, if they're tied up, overburdened, and overwhelmed. And eventually, everything slips from your grasp, and you'll lose yourself watching it all fall apart. So if you're tired, learn to rest so that you don't quit. Self-care is about our daily activities and looking after ourselves. It's about holistic practices we engage in on a regular basis to reduce stress and enhance well-being, whether you feel like you need to focus on your emotional, physical, social, or spiritual all at the same time, or just one area that you feel you're lacking in. Start somewhere, because that seed you plant today can blossom into the tree of life tomorrow, bringing a diverse fresh of abundance, tranquility, clarity, and prosperity into your life. Those who think they have no time for self-care will sooner or later have to find time for elders. So remember to water your garden. That is you. By taking time for yourself, you can show up better in all areas of your life. Until next time, take care of yourself, and as always, more fun.